No, when they're younger, sometimes we'll file them down a little bit. Dash, he doesn't climb nearly as much as Flash and Zoe does, but sometimes we'll bring his down just a little bit. But as they get older and they start to use them more and start to climb more, they wear them down themselves.
Do they stay like
For the most part, yeah, it starts to slow down in the fall, but in the summer months it definitely does stay pretty busy. Right now we've got a lot of open availability too, which is unusual for the summer, but it's starting to slow down because all the people are I'm not so sure about Georgetown counties. These are still new. These are still new. He's only been doing those for like a month now, a little over a month. So I'm not sure. He's still in the works.
she doesn't know she's pregnant.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if she can pick up on those things.
Some animals have.
Yeah.
No, she was trying to relate to me. No, it's okay. She wants to see what's behind her.
Yeah, she likes to look around and explore a lot. When she's outside, she gets a lot more active. You might be able to set her down in your lap and just let your lap kind of support her. Yeah.
She's just so lucky.
She's just getting exposed. Sometimes they don't like to be restricted, and so if she's starting to lean one way or the other, a lot of times.
You mean I don't have to support that?
No, she can support herself fully.
That's so cute.
I had a great time with George and Sloth.
You did?
Yeah.
Did he come to you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
a
good.
lot. Oh,
Good.
it was awesome. But animals are unpredictable.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what we always tell people too, that all of our animal encounters here are the animals encounters.
Yeah,
If ever,
exactly.
for whatever reason, Georgie was just absolutely not having it, which has never happened. I mean, he's always playful.
That's just what
it
it
would,
is.
yeah, we have to listen to them. We have to understand the animals that we work with and their body language and everything.
Yeah.
And if they absolutely just weren't feeling an interaction, which this is not uncommon for her. She likes to explore a lot. But if it was, other behaviors were starting to be displayed, we'd have to listen to her and understand and be able to voice that. Because you guys have never been around Zoe before. Don't understand her personality. It's the same way like your dogs or cats.
Yeah.
You understand them, you understand their routine and everything. If I were to come into your house and try to interact with them, I wouldn't understand all their, cues that they're showing
especially
me.
not our county corporals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And we had a macaw too for a long time, and he would only go to me.
Yeah. It's funny how the
And then
animals
sometimes
will
it
pick
was
the
nice,
person.
and sometimes it was just
Yeah, and they can have their mood swings just
Yeah.
like people can.
right.
They'll have their off days sometimes.
What is that? Rice?
Yes, it's brown rice, shaved up sweet potatoes, and those little brown chunks are actually a really high quality dog food that's been soaked in water and then mixed into it. And so that's where they get their protein from when they're little.
She
They're about-
knows your voice.
Yeah, that's how she recognizes me. And, Kevin and John, everybody that works with her, she can't tell just by looking at us who we are, but she hears our voice and she understands that. Like
But
this morning.
in the nighttime, could she see them?
At the night, probably a little bit better than she can, in the day. But it's that raw monochromacy that they have really doesn't allow them to see much of what's going on. They just really see shapes, figures moving around.
She does have sharp teeth. I know.
Yeah. Oh,
It's fine.
It didn't make it bleed. For as sharp as they are.
and a lot of it is just they explore a lot like toddlers. They explore with their mouths to figure out what things are, and
It tastes good.
and they don't have any teeth there in the very front of their mouth, and so a lot of times they'll just nibble it and they're trying to figure out what it is because just looking at it they can't tell.
Yeah, right.
And I always tell people too that she can't tell the difference between a finger and a sweet potato, so don't go
Yeah.
giving a finger trying to see if she wants to sniff you.
But
There was-
not a meat eater at all.
Well, they're kind of like opportunistic omnivores. So if they were in the wild, the two-toed sloths anyway, Yeah, if there was a small bird's nest with some really young baby birds in it, they would definitely take that opportunity to be able to meet some of their protein requirements, as well as like lizards and things like that too. If they're on a branch real close by, they would get something like that.
Now, what's the difference between two-toed and three?
There's a lot. So the first of which being the size difference. The three-toed sloths are a lot smaller. Some people refer to them to be pygmies or dwarfs. And then the three-toed sloths are the ones that classically have that brown marking across their eyes. They look like they're smiling all the time. Their faces are a little bit more smushed in. Those are the three-toed. And then their skeleton structures are also quite different. So the two-toed sloths have the ability to twist their spines at their lumbar, and so in their lower back they can have their hips facing one way and their upper body completely facing the opposite way. And that's how when she was laying back like that, she was able to completely turn around and be able to grab onto her leg. They have that ability because they have like 5 extra vertebrae back there. The three-toed sloths have like 3 or 4 extra vertebrae in their cervical spine that allows them to twist their neck 180 degrees backwards. And they also have a little bit of a tail, whereas a two-toed sloth doesn't.
So why don't you have three-toed?
Their diets are really specific. They can really only eat the leaves of the Cecropia trees, and those don't grow in North America.
I remember you guys saying that before. Yeah. And it's too costly to have.
Yeah, to own a three-toed sloth, you basically have to have a private jet to fly you to and from the rainforest once a week to get you those goodies.
You can't just buy those.
They don't grow in North America, so you have to get them shipped in somehow.
Could you build an environment where they grow?
There have been, a greenhouse environment is what would work best. You just smelling the bench there, girl. But those trees grow up to be 100 plus feet in the air, so it wouldn't really work out that well like that. Good girl. Yeah, it is right at about time. I know she went to reach back up to see if she could grab onto it. She does that a lot because she'll get really exploratory, and it can be difficult to hold her, as you can see, because you don't know where to put your hands, you don't know where to support. But then as soon as she realizes that she's coming back to me, she knows the encounter is about to finish, and she's going to go back. And she doesn't want to go back. She enjoys this type of interaction. She enjoys being out with us. So when I go to put her back into her enclosure, sometimes I have to peel her front leg and peel her back leg off to get her home. Because she doesn't want to get back. And like I said, if I turn around,
I didn't even see you in that shadow. What do you got down there, Fallon?
little baby sugar glider.
Perfect. We got some viewers that want to see stuff.
Just cleaning out their cages and taking this little Miss Priss out for some interaction. This is one of our baby sugar gliders. Is a little girl. She is maybe going on 4 months out of pouch. Date, which would make her around 6 months old total. Oh, what was that? It's okay, baby. So this is a baby sugar glider. I can get her to face you guys. She is a marsupial. Marsupials mean mammals with pouches, and so they would be in the same marsupial family as a kangaroo, as a koala, any of those guys. They're native to Australia. She's making her way up into my hair here. Sugar gliders can make really good pets. They can bond to one person. Obviously, you need to handle them on a daily basis, just like we do here. That's why she's very hand tame, and then you get pooped on like I just did. That's part of the whole farm experience. They do jump, which is where they get the name sugar glider. They don't fly, but they jump, and they have this kind of extra skin here on their sides. So when they jump, they make like a big parachute out of themselves, and that's what helps them fly. And then they use their tail, this real long tail, as like a rudder, so they can steer and decide a direction that they want to be going. She wants to keep facing me and not facing you guys. And anyway, so they love to be in their little pouches. So when you have one as a pet, you can just put them in your shirt, carry them around with you. But they do like to kind of burrow in those little pockets. And so you can take them, see how she's trying to get down up underneath my arm there. She's like, let me in, there is no pouch under there, baby.
And if they want one, how should they get in touch with you?
You can reach out to me directly. My name is Fallon, and the email is animalsales@OcoeeRiversideFarm.com. That email goes directly to me, and if you're interested in any of our small exotics, including our sugar gliders here, we also have micro squirrels available, and we have micro squirrel babies available. We have 3 sugar glider babies available that could go home with you today. And then we have 1 other baby that will be ready in about 2 months. And the same color as this one, which is really cute. I love the white tail on her.
Somebody said they had some, they heard they make a rumbling noise.
They make kind of like a chatter. We call it crabbing, but they do this like, I'm gonna sound like an idiot trying to make it replicate the sound, but it's like this chatter, I don't know.
At least do that expression you're about to do. Yes.
But it does not hit the sound at all.
That's going to be the
do
cover. Thank you.
Do not hire me at your party to do animal impersonations because all of your guests will leave and be like, this is the worst impersonator ever. Who hired her?
But the funniest.
We'll have a good time, but it won't sound anything like an animal that I'm trying to so anyway, but yeah, their sound that they make is called crabbing. And as you notice, she's really quiet. So if a sugar glider isn't used to being handled, they'll crab a lot and they'll make a lot of noise. But you can see I'm handling her and touching her all over, and she's not making that crabbing noise at all, which means you have a friendly and well-handled sugar glider.
A lot of people say that you should get 2 at a time. Is that true?
So here's my feedback on that. With any animal, they're going to want to be social with another animal, unless they're a solitary animal like a sloth. But sugar gliders here are social, and so either you should get them a buddy or you should be their buddy. Okay, does that make sense? If you don't have the time to give them attention every day and handle them every day for at least several hours a day, then you should get them a buddy. If you have the time to be able to handle them for several hours a day, then you are their buddy and you can get 1. Okay, so they would pack around with you. And if you want a sugar glider to bond to you more, I suggest getting the 1, again, if you have multiple hours a day to spend with them. If you don't, then for sure get them a social buddy. So that's my feedback on that. And that's the same advice that I have with birds. I've had a umbrella cockatoo for 16 years. Everybody's advice would be to get him a buddy, but I am his buddy. He's with me 24/7, and he loves my companionship over another bird. But I have the time to be able to dedicate that to him.
Do you think if you're like a barber that you could just have...
Yeah, walk around with a sugar glider in your hair?
Do you think...
That could be like your special little mascot. After your haircut, you get a sugar glider on your head. And then you get, the poop and pee treatment. And that could be like extra conditioning or something. I don't know. Where'd you go?
He's poking his head out the top.
It's like she is buried up underneath my ponytail.
There we go. It looks really funny.
They do love to be in your hair. And they like to hide and burrow. So that's what she's trying to do right now. Come here, little dumpling. Come here, girl.
That's hilarious. All right.
Isn't she cute? Little sweet pea.
Thank you.
Yeah.